So we got this assignment yesterday to make these videos for our family. And I thought a lot about what I would say to you kids in the event that something happens to me. And the fact that you're watching this means that something happened. But you know what? We had a conversation not long ago, especially you two, Micah and Sam. We had a conversation where I said, I think my role as your father is changing. I'm probably not so much I'm still your father, but I think I'm taking on more of a role as a coach, where I've taught you everything that you're going to need to know moving forward, and the little stuff that we got to clean up, well, we'll do that. But let's do that through life together. And let you make your mistakes, and then I'll be right there to help you clean it up. And you can come to me. You always knew you could come to me and not have to deal with discipline or any of that kind of stuff, because I get it, man. I was your age, and I screwed up way worse than you guys ever did. You're such amazing boys. But you two, man, there's something special about you. Mike, I remember one time you said to me, "But Dad, I don't know if I want to be a man like you." At first I was so offended, but then I thought about it. I'm like, I don't want you to be a man like me either. I want you to be a man that God's called you to be. And that's why God gave you to me, because he knew I would understand that. But you're doing it now. You're doing this amazing stuff all on your own. You're doing this. You just moved you into your first apartment after graduating high school. Have a job, making plenty of money, able to support yourself. I remember the day we moved you in. This is just a couple weeks ago. Moved you in right before I left, and you were just. It was like it was watching you change before my very eyes. You've always been kind of that smarty pants, though, man. You're always that dude that's just, that guy that's like, no, Mom, it's a large airplane. It's just really far away. Remember that? But you just being my firstborn, you've just always been just right there next to me all the time, asking questions. But why? But why? And it seems like lately I've been asking you the questions. But why? But why? You always had an answer. You're so confident. I went out of my way to make sure that you boys, all three of you, that you understood that it was my job to make sure that you guys were confident, and you guys are confident. Micah and Sam, Annie, Adrian, I haven't been perfect. None of us are. But even as we go through life together and you see my imperfections, it was like as though you still stuck to me. You know what, Dad, you're still cool to me. And that was important. You guys have taught me just as much as I've taught you. And I want you to know that I love you. I love you more than anything in this world. Of course, I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Sam, you just came into this world screaming. And you've had your foot against the floorboard with the gas pedal between your foot and the floorboard your entire life, and that's how God designed you. And it's so fun to watch, because I was exactly the same way. Good thing you got Micah, though, to help, meter that a little bit for you. Sam, there's nothing better than your hugs. Fighting with you and wrestling with you and rolling with you and training with you and boxing with you and skydiving with you and Micah. I think my favorite memories I've ever had are with you two. You guys are my squad, man. You guys are my platoon. And I just want you guys to know that I wouldn't do anything different. I love you guys. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, you're going to be just fine. So if you're watching this, that means something went terribly south and I'm no longer here. But at the same time, the things that I've taught you are always going to be there, and I want you to keep God at the center of your lives. Remember the 3 rules. Remember I said, it doesn't matter if you screw up the laundry, you screw up the dishes, and you mess up on the chores and everything else, as long as you honor your mother, take care of your sister, and back up your brother. You'll be good. You guys do that in spades. Just don't forget character, right? Say it with me. Character is a place inside of you where the things that you say, the things that you do, and the decisions you make come from. Don't ever part from that. Be men of integrity. Be men of strength. Be leaders. Keep your head on a swivel at all times. Pay attention to the things that are going on around you. Look after your mother. Take care of your sister. Back up your brother. And keep your character intact. Keep God at the center of your life. And know that I love you. Annie and Adrian. Oh, Annie. You just always, whenever you look at me, you just could communicate an entire sentence, entire paragraph, an entire novel in just a look. We always had that connection, just you being able to look at me and just know that there's just something you're telling me. And I want you to know that I love you more than anything in this world, just like the boys. You're a special kid. You're beautiful. You're beautiful inside now. And God made you a special way for a special reason. And He gave you to me. I love our times where we would just sit there in bedtime and just pray together. It's been so fun watching you grow up. Remember that one time when you and I I climbed in your little hospital bed with you and just curled up next to you, and I guess I was a little heavy. I was probably laying on your shoulder or something, and I remember Mama Bear asked, "Is he heavy? You want me to?" And you said, "Yes." "Want me to get him off of you?" You said, "No." I was sort of awake for that. I love you, baby girl. You got those 2 big brothers looking after you, and you got that little brother looking after you. You're going to be just fine. You're not going to let anything stop you. And Adrian. Man, you're the new guy to this platoon. I know you've only been here for 3 years, but it's been the best 3 years ever. You're learning, you're growing, and you're maturing. One of the best days of my life was when we came home from the courthouse and the judge said that we can keep you forever. And that's always been my intention, to keep you forever. And I know that before me, you had, gosh, poor kid, you had like every man in your life leave you. Now I'm another one that's leaving. If you're watching this, I'm not here anymore. But I want you to know that, oh man, I did the best I could with it. But you got Micah and Sam, and they can pick up where I left off. And you got your mom, and she loves you more than anything on this planet. You don't forget. Whenever you're doing something, you focus. You pay attention. You drive hard, and you don't stop until it's done. Doesn't matter what it is. Chores, school, just being around people that you want as friends. At that time, don't have to drive so hard. Just be gentle and just be kind. Offer compliments and talk about them. It's everybody's favorite topic, right? Most importantly, don't ever quit on anything or anybody. And understand this, I didn't quit on you, buddy. You remember that. Keep God in the center of everything that you have going on. You'll be just fine. He has a special plan for you, and that's the most exciting thing because it is extraordinary. In fact, if he were to show you what it was right now, you wouldn't believe it. It's that amazing. And I believe that with everything that I have. You go out, you do awesome. I love all four of you more than you'll ever know. You guys back each other up, okay? I love you, boys. I love you, Annie. And I'll see you soon. Someday in heaven, we'll have a good time. I'll prepare the place. I'll make sure that we got plenty of airplanes to jump out of and guns to shoot. Stuff like that, okay? I love you guys. And I'll see you again.